There was a Swami that was sitting under a tree, and he was meditating for years and years and years. And suddenly one day there's a bird flies over and it does a poo on its head, and he gets really angry. And he goes, "May you burn! May you burn!" Because he was really angry. And the bird suddenly burns. And he's surprised, and he goes, "Oh my God, you know, I read, and when we go through the new sutras, you will read what kind of powers you can develop with meditation." And he saw, oh my God, suddenly he felt, I'm powerful now. Immediately it went to his head. So normally, every day when he goes for his food, he asks for food, he begs. Normally, spiritual people, sadhus in India do that. So he went to this few miles out of the village to this woman who's always very kind and gives him food. And he goes, instead of waiting patiently like he normally used to do, this time he sat, not patiently, and "Hey, where's my food?" And the woman opens the window of her house and she says, "Swami, don't you know I have a sick husband? Don't you know I have to feed him first? And then after I fed him, I'll feed you. And don't think you can burn me like you burnt the bird." And he looked at her and said, "How did you know that? How did you know that?" And that was so many miles away. She said, "I don't know how I know this. I just saw the vision of you burning the bird. But don't ask me how I know this. All I know is I do my duty every day. I get up, I have a sick husband, I look after him. And that's all I know. I do my duty with love. If you want to know more, go to the next town and there is a butcher there that can teach you." He's really curious now. A butcher? A butcher teach me, a monk, a knowledgeable person? What can a butcher, a man who eats meat, teach me or sells me? Anyway, so he goes to the next village and he finds the butcher's shop. Goes in and he says to the butcher bows, "Hello, Swamiji, please do you mind waiting? Do you want to speak with me? I have to do business." So he sits down and he watches the butcher do business. He sees the butcher's very fair, doesn't overcharge, doesn't undercharge. But he's just amazed. How can a man of God be dealing with this raw meat all day long? So anyway, the butcher finishes. He said, "Come, Swami, come to my home. We can talk there. I have very, very sick parents and they need a lot of care. So let me give them a bath, give them a dinner, and then I will give you some meal and we can talk." So he takes him home, and all the time he's watching this butcher, the Swami. And he sees that the butcher goes to the kitchen, cooks a vegetarian meal. And he asks him, "Well, how come you're cooking a vegetarian meal?" And he goes, "Because I eat vegetables and my parents eat vegetables. But the butcher's shop is how we make our living. And it's been in the family for generations. So we use it. If I don't do my duty, how am I going to feed my family? So we buy and sell the meat for those who want it. We are fair. But I'm a vegetarian by nature. Doesn't the meat bother you?" "No, it was given to me by the gods. So I just do the job that I was given." So that also surprised the Swami. Look at this man. No attachment. No attachment. So then he feeds his parents and he sits down and he sees again, the butcher tells him, "All I do is the duty that has been given to me every day. My duty is to look after my family. My duty is to run my shop, so I have enough money to look after my family. And I get all this information when I sit down and meditate, which I do every day, every